That must have been the Utah kickoff because there was no flip at the end of that one. Adoree Jackson joins us now, freshman All-American Jordan Moore and John Jackson with Adoree here. And, we just talked to Ricky and Chuma, and a year ago you sat with us right around this time. And I'm wondering what, if anything, surprised you from then until now?
For me, just staying with somebody, getting a roommate, that was probably the biggest difference for me.
How about your freshman year, though? I mean, was it what you expected? I mean, obviously, as fans, we were, we knew you were going to be a great Trojan. We just didn't know how fast. How was the year for you?
For me, it was pretty good. Just having the experience with the older guys, getting to know them, and like you guys said earlier, how much we need to appreciate them for next year.
Right.
And for me, it's just a great feeling just to be out there as a freshman making a difference.
What don't these kids know? I mean, you got better as the season went on. So what was it that you really picked up on? And I'm sure it helps when you're going up against guys like Nelson Aguilar every day and make you better fast.
Yeah, that's true. And just being out there and competing, having fun and relax. Just don't get too caught up in saying I need to make a statement because I'm in college or it's a different type of ball game. It's the same thing in high school. You just got to go out there and have fun.
Now the one thing for corners, I always say it's the hardest position to make the transition because when you're covering a receiver, especially I go back even to the Stanford game, you're on the road, you're covering receivers, the crowd starts getting into it. It's obviously a different environment. The first thing young DBs want to do is they want to face guard, they want to pass interference just so they don't get beat for a touchdown. That was not the case for you this year. What made you so comfortable in pass coverage? You played college football the same way you played high school football, and that's not supposed to happen.
For me, just being relaxed out there and locking in when I'm in the game and just going with what my coaches taught me, and I just trusted in them, and just me taking a deep breath out there every time I'm out there and just saying, I can do this. I'm one of the best out here. And you just have to build up that confidence, and then you'll be great.
Obviously, one of the things that makes you unique is that you played 3 different positions this year. We saw you a lot towards the end of the season on offense, and then we hear about the kickoff returns too. You ever get tired? Was there ever a point in the season where you remember getting tired and thinking, okay, I'm good with this number of snaps, or you just say, I'll play every down if they give me the chance?
That's basically what I was saying. I'll play every down if they give me the chance. I was just out there having fun and enjoying it and just, being a big kid out there, and that doesn't make you get tired.
And of course you guys had the year that you had, a pretty good year defensively for the most part. How good will this team be next year? I mean, next year you of course lose Leonard, you lose Hayes, but you got some good guys coming back. How good are you guys expect to be a year from now?
For us having a lot of young guys, and being able to play like our first year playing and everything, and for us being able to have that experience now and then learning from the older guys, it's just better for us, to come into the season next year.
I saw already some of your tweets changing, looking towards next season, and you're a freshman. You stay relatively quiet as a freshman. Now that you move into your sophomore year, you're entrenched as a starter. Do you take more of a leadership role as you get into off-season workouts and things like that?
The same leadership role that I had, I guess, just leading by example and just not doing anything that was out of my character or trying to be somebody I'm not. That's basically the same thing I'm going to do this year as a sophomore.
And when you start to evaluate last year to get better for 2015, when you look at yourself in the mirror, what do you need to improve? What area of your game are you going to try to improve this year to get better for next year?
For me, just my patience off the line, being a DB and just working on my feet and everything like that, just getting my footwork right, and just trying to go out there and try to do better than I did last year. That's it.
Well, we talk about you play 3 different positions on the football field. You also play 2 different sports here at USC, so it's time for you to get the spring's coming up here. It's time for you to get the other one rolling. What's the plan? What's the schedule for you? How do you balance track and field and spring football?
For me, I just started track Monday when I got back to school, and for me, I just balance it out by just watching a lot of film, trying to get out there and get the mental reps that I can get in, and for spring football, and just go out there and handle my business and track.
How different is there? In terms of your body, taking care of that, your shape, is it something different about track speed and being track fit as opposed to being football fit that you need to focus on?
I don't really think it's a different type of fit that you need to have. Those both play a great key factor in both sports, and for me, you just have to just take care of your body a lot more because it's 2 different surfaces that you're playing on. Running on, and then you're playing on the football field.
Now, what does Sark expect from you in terms of time commitment, though? I know, you're going to be fully entrenched in track, but is there a commitment that you have to make football-wise or that he expects from you?
For me, my commitment was just to go in there and watch film, get better, get the mental reps that I can get, and just lift weights with the football players and just stand on top of everything so I don't slip behind.
You mentioned to us during the season that at some point you want to take JJ's job. We're ready whenever you are. And I know you got a few things to do. How are your classes going? How's the broadcasting world treating you?
It's treating me great. I'm having fun in class, just learning everything because it's something I really want to do when I get older. Like you said, broadcasting or being like a host on TV, like Michael Strahan or something, advertising or broadcasting my personality that he does and just being in that role type.
You know, how about that balance, you know, for your first year? A lot of times it's a big adjustment when you come in as a freshman, especially in your case, you had to play, right? When I came in, I redshirted, so all I had to do was worry about school. But in your case, where you have to play and make the transition, the balance between the academics and the athletics, how was it compared to even your high school days?
For high school, you didn't really have those tutors there, you know, to help you out. And then when I got to college, just taking advantage of the time that I had with my tutors and not waiting at the last minute, just preparing every day, getting a little bit by bit done so I can be on top of everything.
You know, we played that highlight at the top. I joked, must have been the Utah one because you didn't flip into the end zone. You joked, or I don't know if you were serious or not. You talked about maybe wearing 5 coming in, and then obviously you flipped into the end zone. I think you said today, that's just something we do here at USC. Take me through that. Take me through the mind of Adoree'. I mean, is your confidence the point of, hey, when I take a kickback today, I'm going to flip in the end zone, or you saw that goal line, and you're like, it'll be fun. I think I'll just flip it.
I mean, at the time, it was just to go in there and just, when I got to the end zone, I was thinking something to do. I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I just ended up flipping. I just wanted to dive, but it turned into a front flip.
But you crossed the goal line first, which is the key to the whole thing.
I made sure because I knew the rule. Coach Sark told me about the rule. You know, if you get a penalty on the 1-yard line, they cancel out the touchdown. So I made sure I got in the end zone first before I did anything.
And don't drop the ball quickly. All these guys keep dropping the ball. It almost happened last night in the national championship game.
I didn't watch the national championship.
Oh, okay.
well, the one thing about the flip, though, is he flipped and hit it on his feet. Remember when it was done years ago?
Reggie Bush.
No, besides Reggie, there was
Deshaun Jackson, who shorted it.
And they land on their backside. You landed on your feet. I was impressed by that. Not to mention the backflips. I saw the backflips also.
I mean, I've been doing that, since I was a little kid. I'm probably in 8th grade and just been working on just having fun and flipping with my friends.
Well, we're having fun watching you, Adoree', and we look forward to another big season coming up. Thank you for joining us tonight. Forget 2 points for safety. Try up to 20% because with Allstate safe drivers with a good driving record can save up to 20% on car insurance with the Distinguished Driver Discount. And that's on top of other discounts. So don't wait. Call Allstate Agency Rick Herron or Brenda Soto today. Thank you so much, Adoree' Jackson. We'll come back to wrap things up on Trojans Live.